On April 7th, 2018, I planned to surprise my best friend in Rhode Island. I spent the night before at her parents' house, and we woke up at 5 in the morning to prepare for the 4-hour drive. My best friend Grace and I have been best friends since 3rd grade, and she now goes to college at Roger Williams University in Bristol, Rhode Island. Gracie's mom had gone to school in New England herself, so she was very aware of the area. I myself had never driven into New England before, so she taught me a lot about the surroundings. What part of the car ride wasn't filled with documenting the history of New England was filled with other things. It consisted of listening to the Greatest Showman soundtrack at least 3 times through, bizarre conversations,
Whoa! Did you see that, Drew? What? Oh, here we go. What the hell is this song, anyway? This isn't your song that you like. Do you know that I learned how to do the new move? Good. Oh my gosh, there was a break in 3. Are you kidding me? Return of the Boogaloo, it was called.
I bet you it is.
popping and locking,
They popped. That's what they did in this song. I don't know what it's called. Drew, do you know what it's called?
What?
The new move?
What new move?
There's this new move that all the kids are doing where your arms go out here and your hips go here and you go,
Oh, I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what it's called.
I can do it.
I
I'll
can't
show
do
you
it.
when we get out of the car. I'll teach you.
Okay.
I'll teach you. Yeah, I feel pretty cool because I can do it. It's really hard. If you practice really, really hard, you might get it, but it's going to take you a long time because you have a hard time.
4 pit stops and 2 detours,
Yes, please. And a blueberry donut. Please.
We're making an unexpected stop in Port Chester right now. It's a nice little town. Connecticut, we think.
I think it might be actually
and so much more.
We think it's New York.
We planned to bring balloons to Grace, and I would be behind them when she opened the door. This is where we're going. I don't know if you can see it all the way over here, that little thing over there, but that's it. While the car ride was long and tiring at times, it was all so worth it in the end.
What is that? Who is that? Oh my god! This is my best friend. I'm Grace. This is Drew, my best friend. And we're gonna show you a tour of Roger Williams University. Yeah, stay tuned. We're walking into my favorite building.
Amazing.
Tell me a story about the architecture.
There's definitely architecture in this building, and it's shaped like a boat, a sailboat.
If you look over there, that's supposed to be the peak of it or whatever.
Because we are also a D1 sailing school. I'll take it to the sailing center in a minute. We are also the home of the U.S. sailing team. Fun fact.
Because we're a big marine bio school because we're right on the water and we're in Rhode Island and stuff.
And this is a sailing building, the sailing center, which was donated to us. I forget by who, but it's a beautiful building. And like I said, we're D1 Sailing, the home of the U.S. sailing team. And this is like very new. I think it's 2 years old. And I like it. And in the summertime, you can rent out kayaks and stuff and take them out to the boat. It doesn't look like it's open right now. It's usually open like late at night on the weekends for people to come to like get pizza. It's really good food. We have top like 5% food in the nation. We're supported by local farms.
Wow, that's cool.
So that's lower. We have good sandwiches.
Roger Williams University is a very nice university. It's right on the water. It's beautiful, but it's also very windy. They also have no Greek organizations and no football team because once upon a time the football team burned down the entire housing section where Greek life and the football team were housed. RWU is very preppy and totally not for me, but I'm glad my best friend found her home here. After taking a tour of Roger Williams, we piled in the car and we drove to Newport, Rhode Island. Newport, Rhode Island is the home of the very first 4th of July celebration, hence why the center line on the roads are red, white, and blue. During summertime, all these houses are decorated very nicely for 4th of July. We also drove through Mansion Row, which is just a long street filled with very large mansions. One of the mansions happens to be another Vanderbilt estate. This is the other Vanderbilt estate, and there were people taking wedding photos right in front of it. After witnessing yet another wedding, we made our way into Newport. Newport is a small little town right on the water with cobblestone streets. It's very old, where we had ourselves a nice little birthday dinner for Gracie. After dinner, we went back to her aunt's house, which is only 3 minutes away from campus, and we ate cake and opened presents, and then we were on our separate ways.
Hi everyone, it's the morning time. I look like George Washington, but we're about to go to breakfast at the breakfast place that we've been going to since I was little with my family.
Before we left, we had a nice big family breakfast all together where Gracie somehow managed to spill her entire breakfast plate on her lap.
What just happened?
After breakfast, it was time to say our goodbyes. While my time in Rhode Island was very short-lived, I learned a lot about the history and of the people, and I had so much fun visiting my best friend. I highly recommend going to Rhode Island at least once in your life. I for sure will be going back very soon.
Rhode Island was founded upon religious toleration.
Hi, and welcome to Rhode Island. Beautiful place, smallest state, biggest hearts. We're glad to have our friend Drew Miller here. If any of you can get to Rhode Island, I highly recommend it. It's a beautiful state, and you are beautiful people. Thank you.
What was that?